The bright day cast a warm glow over the village, but for Sangeeta and her friend Hari, a blue robot, there was no time to enjoy the scenery. They were on the run, and their lives depended on it. A wanted poster fluttered in the gentle breeze, bearing their images and the words, "Thieves of the Glowing Circle." Sangeeta, a young woman with a determined look on her face, glanced nervously over her shoulder. Hari, her loyal robot friend, stood by her side, his bright blue body a stark contrast to the earthy tones of the village. Together, they had stolen the glowing circle, a powerful artifact as radiant as the sun, from the clutches of the evil robot, Robo Asura. As they ran, the sound of clanking metal and pounding footsteps echoed through the village. Robo Asura and his minions, the Kal Asuras, were hot on their heels. Sangeeta and Hari darted between the village huts, their breath coming in short gasps. They knew they had to keep moving if they wanted to stay alive. But for how long could they outrun their pursuers? Sangeeta and Hari stood heroically, their eyes fixed on the horizon. Sangeeta's sari fluttered in the wind, her gold Hindu jewelry glinting in the sunlight. Her dark hair was tied back in a ponytail, and her eyes shone with a fierce determination. She was strong, furious, and unyielding. Beside her, Hari stood tall, his metallic muscular body glistening in the sunlight. His bright blue color seemed to glow with an inner light, and his eyes shone with a fierce loyalty. As they stood there, the evil robot Asura came into view. As Asura drew closer, Sangeeta and Hari took off, racing through the village with incredible speed. They dodged and weaved between the huts, their footsteps pounding the earth. Asura was hot on their heels, his massive body crashing through the village, sending huts flying. But Sangeeta and Hari were unbeatable. They were fast, agile, and determined. They ran with all their might, the wind rushing past their faces. Finally, they reached the outskirts of the village, where they turned to face their enemy. With a fierce cry, Sangeeta and Hari unleashed the power of the glowing circle. A blast of energy shot out, striking Asura with incredible force. The evil robot let out a deafening scream as his body began to disintegrate, his metal form crumbling to ashes. As the dust settled, Sangeeta and Hari stood victorious, the glowing circle glowing brightly in Sangeeta's hand. Under the bright sun, they stood heroically, their hearts full of joy and triumph.